In this video, I'm going to take you through how to sign up for Mailchimp and organize your first opt-in form, and again, link that to delivering them whatever your free offer is. So in this case, it's going to be an ebook. Let's get started. So we're going to sign up here. So once you've verified your account, simply go through this process here of telling them all about you. I'm going to skip through this for you. When you get to this step, does your business sell anything online? Just click yes. Even if you don't have anything right now, just click yes. It'll open up some more options down the track. And here, connecting your social media, you can add this later. We're not going to worry about it right now. Now, if you're new to email marketing, I do suggest you subscribe to their startup emails, at least this one here. Not necessarily the weekly newsletter, unless you want that, of course, but definitely they do have some good emails about how to get started. I'm going to leave that blank for myself. Okay. So once you're logged in, you want to create your first campaign. And I'm going to go through the setup with you here just to show you how we would do this in context to the site that we're setting up at the moment. Okay, once you're logged in, you want to click on Create Campaign. And we're going to go, let us guide you here, and scroll past this first option. One point on pop-ups is that because I'm teaching you how to build a site with WordPress, the Mailchimp pop-ups don't work easily with WordPress. You basically have to upload some different files and JavaScript queries and other stuff. Mailchimp is a free tool, so you've just got to roll with what works. So I'm going to show you what works, which is not that. We're going to go connect with your contacts and welcome new subscribers. So this is going to be, in this case, how do we send a free book to our people who visit our website that want to opt in for our basic updates and also get our free book. So first message is going to be called Your Free Ebook. And we don't have a list, so we're going to create a list. So list name, self-explanatory, it's for your purposes to refer to who's on this list. What is it, this list of people? Now the next ones are actually what people see. So this is the email address that people will see and they'll reply to from the automated emails, as well as the name. Important note here is I recommend you put a real name here, because if you put a business name here, it doesn't get as much attention. You don't build as much rapport. So even if you have a business, you know, with my business brands where I have a brand that's not my person, I still put a name on the from name because it makes it more personal, and it is an email, and that's the style of marketing we want to do. And that's fine. This reminder here is a reminder that goes on the bottom of every email as to why they're getting the email, because sometimes people forget why they, you know, that they even opted in, and this will just remind them why. Okay, it's next one. When you filled out your Mailchimp account, you would put your address down. Now, if you put your personal address down, it'll show up here, and it'll show up on the emails itself. So if you have a business address like I do here, that's what I'm going to put down. So just be careful of what's here, because this will be sent to your users, and it'll be also sent in the double opt-in confirmation, which I'll talk about shortly. And that is it. You don't need these notifications. I don't use them because you can log in to see these sort of stats. Once you've saved that, you want to create a sign-up form. So we click on sign-up forms. We're going to do an embedded form. So that's how we'll put it into our WordPress site. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use Classic, and we're going to go into the required forms in the form builder here. And so in this, we're going to say that the required fields are going to be email address and first name. So first name, we click on here, and then over here, we change that to required field. You'll see email's already a required field. You can't change that. And first name, and that's all we want. And that is it. One more thing in here, in the translate it menu, we're going to change the subscribe word to this one here. Send my free ebook. And that way in the form here, we'll see it says send my free ebook instead of subscribe, because some people associate subscribe to costing something, which we're not actually charging something, so we don't want to confuse people. You'll see last name is still there, but it won't be there when we get this done in a moment. So we've saved that. We're going to go back to sign up forms, embedded forms. Now down here we can see I can click show only required fields. For some reason, the first name is not showing up here, so I'm going to fix that. Sometimes these sort of things just happen. I'm going to go into form builder, first name, required field. I possibly forgot to click save on that. Okay, now we're going to go back to sign up forms. Embedded forms. Now when I click show only required fields, there it is, email address and first name. Now we don't need a title the way we're going to do it. We don't need to have any of these tick boxes the way we're going to choose it. Note this still says subscribe. We're going to fix that with the code down here shortly, even though we already changed it, and we don't need the reCAPTCHA. So that's one of those challenges where you have to type something in or click something to prove that you're a person. We're not going to use that. We do have some protection at that level with our WordPress site anyway. So the way we've set up our security already. So that's it. So we're just going to have email address, first name, and this will change to send my free ebook. So we're going to copy this code and bring it over to our website. Now at this stage of the course, you've probably only created your home page. What I'd like you to do is create one more page. So we click on, we go pages, add new. Now I've already done this step, so I'm going to let you do this, but call it whatever your first article is going to be, for example. So you're going to have some sort of feature article on your website. It's going to be a permanent page. So call that whatever you need in that title here, and then click publish over here. And then what you'll end up with is an extra page like this. And now we move on with how to embed your Mailchimp sign-up form. I'm going to add a row. This is using the site origin plugin, so that's why I've asked you to install that. And then we're going to add a widget. And this is a site origin editor, rich text editor we're going to add. And that automatically goes into the new row. And we click edit on that. Whoops, what you will do is paste the code in. Now you'll see when you paste this code in, right down the bottom of it, you'll see the subscribe line here where it talks about the subscribe button. So all you need to change is where it says value, change this to what you want it to say. So in my case, it's going to say send my free ebook. And then we click done on that, update. And now you'll see when we go to the actual page, you'll see we have our sign-up form. There it is. Email address, first name, send my free ebook. Now we're going to cover how to automate the emails and what you're sending with your email in a separate training video, but at this point we are focused on building out your website very, very fast. And I wanted to make sure you had your opt-in form on the first page so that when we start duplicating pages, you don't have to keep adding it in every page. We can just work from one base. So that's the end of this lesson, and I'll see you in the next video.